Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, April the 9th, and I have 2 sales, but 3 items going out. I only had one eBay sale yesterday, but surprisingly, I had an Etsy bundle, and then I woke up to an Etsy sale that had sold last night, but after I had already went to sleep. So anyway, that was very surprising. Etsy has really picked up lately. I think this is my fifth sale. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's saying I've had 5 sales in the last week. Yeah, I've had 5 in the last week on Etsy, which is a surprise. I have been cross-posting to Etsy though, and whether I guess we want to admit it or not, I feel like all these platforms have their own algorithms, and you have to be proactive in those. You have to be proactive in the platform to stay active, I guess, for people to see your items. I don't know, but I have been cross-posting lots of items to Etsy. So hopefully that has worked out, and that is, I'm seeing rewards from that. So anyway, eBay, it's been a little frustrating just because since vacation, I've been super active in posting. I do feel that there was a glitch yesterday in the system. I received an offer and I accepted, and it just continued to say I had an offer to accept. I don't know. I feel like they were working on it yesterday. It was just really weirdly quiet on my end anyway. And then I did get a good sale. So let's talk about that. All right. So this is my eBay, and this was a great sale actually for me. And it is a vintage Disney baby. I'm going to read you my title. You saw this in all of these items they were purchased this year and they have sold this year. So, even though it is, April 9th, these items they were all in hauls this year. And this I got relatively cheap. It was a vintage Disney baby Minnie Mouse overall denim dress, size 18 months. So very cute. It has embroidery on it. It's got a little Minnie Mouse charm zipper. And, a lot of people only think like vintage Oshkosh will do well. And that is not true. I love the little metal button details. So I saw this, I got it in a bag sale, and when I looked up comps, I was surprised. I didn't think it would be worth as much as it was, but comps were kind of all over the place. But I found an identical one to this that had sold in the last 90 days for like $32. So I posted mine, I think at $30, or maybe I posted it at $32. I went high just because that other one had sold. And when we say we've looked up comps, that's what we're meaning. We have looked up what has sold within the last 90 days and what it's selling for. And so I was like pleasantly surprised. So I got a watcher on it. I sent them an offer and they accepted. So it sold for $29.69. My cost of goods on March the 12th was 77 cents. So this is an excellent sale for me. You all know that I am a bread and butter seller. I sell mostly in the $8 to $15 range. And so something that sells like this, I am so ecstatic, especially having this low cost of goods. So, I couldn't be any happier, really. And I know I've mentioned it, but I do have higher price items in my closet. I just seem to you know, pick up a lot of items that are in a lower range. So anyway, very happy. This is going to go out in just my standard little 10 by 13. Put my little Easter sticker on it. I woke up early because I am going to my flea market booth. It's about an hour away, but that means I get to visit my favorite thrift stores, and I didn't tell you guys. So I do not, like, I don't want to say I never win anything, because clearly that's a lie, but I have been getting so much spam on my phone. And it's really picked up recently for other people as well. I've had patients and just in conversation with other people, it's picking up for them as well. So, I mean, I get maybe 10 to 20 spam calls a day. It's ridiculous. I need to get one of those blockers. I'm lazy. So that's really the only reason I haven't done it yet. But I got this call, and you know how spam, that what they're doing now, it used to be some crazy number and you would automatically know. But sometimes what they're doing now is they're actually calling you, and it will be someone's name and it will be a local number. So that's how they're getting you now. So this call came through, and I was like, I don't know that I want to get this. It's probably spam. And then I just had a weird feeling. So I went ahead and answered it. And it was a lady, and she goes, "Hey, Shannon, I'm calling with Bag of Bargain thrift store." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And she said, "Well, I want you to know you won the $25 gift card for the month." And I was like, "Are you kidding?" So I get to go use my $25 gift card today. So I'm praying that I find good finds today. So that was exciting, because I was like, I don't ever win anything. But anyway, this, I don't know if I told you, my net profit on this was $23.98. So very great sale. I am so happy with that. So, okay. Etsy, my two Etsys, and I'm going to read you the titles. So let me get to them. Okay. I'm also going to try to do a haul, or not a haul, a video when I'm in my flea market. I'm going to try my best. So, oh, this one has, it's okay. I'm going to use it anyway. I have this is the shipping paper, but I've ripped it apparently. This is a vintage handmade Raggedy Ann cloth doll, 15-inch plush. And, oh, you know what? I said I got her this year, but I got her at the end of last year. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So I do not have my cost of goods on her. It seems like I bought her maybe at the Goodwill, so I did pay a little bit up for her, but I cannot remember. I'm so sorry. I can't remember. But anyway, she sold for $12.99 plus shipping on Etsy, and let me tell you, my net profit is $11.54. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know that I want a ripped one, actually. Sorry, you got to kind of see a different view of me. Okay. So, I got way too many. I just grabbed what I could because, okay, let's just do this. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. There's a couple loose threads that are just hanging out, so I want to get those kind of clipped off. But otherwise, she's so cute. I loved her. I actually had a Raggedy Ann and Andy set when I was a little girl. Okay. And I will ship my plush in poly mailers. There are some plush that, especially the vintage plush, that are kind of hard. You just depending on kind of what the plush is, just always be like aware that, you know, shipping in a poly can create issues if it's crunched. So anyway, I'm giving it plenty of room, and I'm gonna get the rest of these out of the way. And I think that she'll be okay. I don't think it's gonna hurt her to ship in a poly. It's amazing how fast your space can become disorganized. I'm serious. Like, no one gets on my nerves like myself. Do you guys feel that way? I get on my own nerves enough. Okay, since it is Etsy, I'm just gonna kind of wrap a little bow around it. You know, Etsy, it's not so much anymore, I don't think, but a lot of people used to send really cutesy little packages. It was kind of known for like the handmade items with the cute packages. And so I still, not that these sales are more important than other sales, but I still try to, you know, make it look presentable. Most of the time on Etsy, you are getting a full price sale. So anyway, trying to make it look presentable. I'm gonna ship this in my 18 by 18. I realize I'm gonna have lots of room. So, and these poly mailers are pretty thick, the 18 by 18s are. And it's just gonna have some room in there. So I am okay with that. Okay. So yesterday, my husband and I, we redid a flower bed. I planted flowers all day. I messed with my chickens. Like, it was like a gorgeous day. We were both off and I took advantage of that. So I only listed, I think, 6 items on eBay. And I was like booking to get them listed. Because when I came in the evening, I had little light and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to get these listed, or these pictures taken before this light goes away. So anyway, all right, I am happy with that. So it's kind of long ways in there, oblong in there, but I'm okay with that. I think that she'll be just fine. And then this is a pretty close sale. It's in, I think it's around St. Louis. It's an outskirt of St. Louis town, but it was a bundle that came in yesterday and I was so happy. So one thing I did do, if you cross post on Etsy, and I haven't really done this much, but I was like, why haven't I done this? You can actually have coupons and incentives for if people purchase more than one item. And so recently I did do that to try to see if it would get people more interested in making a sale. So I did offer like a 15% off if they bundled. And then I think I did something with the shipping if I'm right. But anyway, and it did generate this sale. So as far as I know, it's worked out for me. Both of these items I did purchase this year. And this is a vintage Salon Studio rayon oversized short sleeve dress, medium animal floral. So this is you can tell it was hardly worn. Look at that tag. Usually these underneath tags are pretty worn on the vintage tags. But it's just this cute, oversized. It's got an animal print plus like a tropical, and it's a midi dress. So very cute. You can just tell it was like hardly worn, right? So what I'm gonna do, the person purchased this for $18.99. My cost of goods on this dress, I purchased this on February the 25th for $152. I got it in a bag sale at my little thrift stores that I was talking about. I love picking up vintage items like this so much. It's like, I really just love it. All right, and then, so I'm gonna put that in a poly, put my little stickers on it. I am shipping this in this box. I will save you the ripping of the tape and all that, but I think that it'll fit in this box just fine. It's only going, you know, about 3 hours away from me. And then this is a vintage mid-century modern, and my title's mid-century vintage old-fashioned cocktail tumbler glass with recipe. So it's just a little cute. It's got the little fruit on the front, and then it's got the old-fashioned recipe. So just a little cute tumbler. And this sold for $11.99. So the two of them together, I got this not long ago, March 12th for 50 cents. I just, you know, sometimes things just catch your eye and you just know it's gonna, you know, you just know, you just have that feeling. And I would say to anyone starting new, once you get going and you get that feeling of there's something to this, don't ignore that feeling. If anything, look up comps while you're there. Or, you know, if it's cheap, 50 cents, take a chance on it. And especially like me, I know that if it's not gonna sell online, I can take it to my flea market booth. So I've got that advantage to me, with me buying things like this. So anyway, never just ignore your intuition, because a lot of times we have that for a reason. And I would just say most of the time there is something to that. Now, it will guide you wrong sometimes, but most of the time, if you have that intuition of, okay, you better look this up. Now, I only sold this one little glass for $11.99, but I sold one little glass for $11.99. So, I feel like my allergies are kind of, probably because I was outside all day yesterday. So, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do about it, really. So I am just wrapping it up in some bubble wrap. And I'm going to tell you my net profit on both of these items. You know, my cost of goods is $202 for both of them. One sold $11.99, one sold $18.99, and they did save 15%, but my net profit is $22.46 for the both of them. So pretty good. And then I'm just gonna arrange it in here. I'm gonna kind of put that glass over to the side, I think. And then I'm gonna just use this. Yeah, I'm gonna use that dress as like the top little protector, and then I'm gonna package that up. So all right, so I would say another slow day, but a better day, so more optimistic day. You know, I had my net profits were $23.98, $22.46, and $11.54. So that $11.54 is what I would consider my normal range. So the fact that I've had net profits in the 20s on a couple other items is super, super, just makes me so happy. So I have 2 Goodwill hauls I need to actually record when I get home today. I was gonna do that yesterday. It just ended up being so pretty. I wanted to be outside. So anyway, it's gonna be a busy day, but hopefully you'll see another haul coming here pretty soon. And I'm hoping for a good sales day. I know I've already had a Mercari sale today, so you will get a video tomorrow. So hopefully eBay gets things figured out and I'll see a couple more sales come through. So have a blessed day and I'll see y'all tomorrow.